Hello Aquarius, thank you very much for tuning in to your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the support of Oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reisch. R-E-I-S-C-H is Reisch. Alright, we already shuffled. I already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what we got. That's it. You got Beauty at the bottom, which I was reluctant to pull, but I feel like you might have to... I feel like this is about what you're looking at. And maybe looking past the surface of what you're actually getting out of the situation and like digging a little deeper and seeing some other value here. We'll see how that hits as we go forward. Hopefully I remember to review that at the end. We'll see. Alright, so when you're coming into this situation, are you getting along with this person? I feel like the situation, I don't feel like there's a bad relation, but I feel like it's a very labored relationship. It's like a struggle. I feel like it's a struggle. The other side, which seems very strong, is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very dependable energy, very motherly energy, somebody who looks out for others. They do what they tell you. They do what's expected. They usually do the same thing. They're very considerate. I'm getting a very considerate energy here. But definitely, if they feel something's wrong, they're not afraid to stand up and say that's wrong. I don't know. For some reason, I don't think that's showing up right, but I hope you can see it. The sun just got really bright in here. You, on the other hand, I do see like you do like this person. But you also have the Emperor card next to this. Like, there's a certain way to handle this situation, a certain way to deal with this person. You do respect them, especially with that Lovers card next to the Emperor. I do feel you have a lot of respect for this person, but I do feel like they can be a roadblock when you want to change things or you try to unearth something. They might be not only a roadblock, but they might like cut you off when you're talking to someone else if they think you're going across the line. Even though you might not be, you're just trying to get some information. I feel like this person can get in your way at times. And that's pretty much where that's ending. Okay. You like them, you respect them, but they might be like a roadblock or they get in your way at times for things you want to do. Okay. Now the situation with you and this person, this is like the base of it, this is the history of it. It's just having the confidence to deal with each other, and I feel like this goes between the two of you, like not stepping on each other's toes, but still saying what you want to say. It takes it's a bit of a dance, is what I'm getting. I also get the Eight of Swords, is like the both of you seem to think that this is just how you relate. There's just no other way around it. It's just how it goes. It's like you both feel locked into it. This is just how you deal with each other. It's not the most comfortable, but I feel like there's mutual respect here. I understand that the Eight of Swords is a trap card, but since it's in the past, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm just going to let it be. This seems to be where this is coming from. This seems to be the base of what we're dealing with. Now you're coming into the center. This seems more current, at least for the majority of you. Take it as you will. It's a general read, I understand. You seem to be... I see you with the Knight of Swords, and I see the Star card, and I know this is the kickoff. I get that. But you seem to be hopeful, and you have to change some things. But when I'm getting that Knight of Swords, it's a communication thing. And the Star with it over here is telling me there's hope for the future. So you're communicating where things will be going. Not what's happening right now. It's where things will be going. And you're saying, this is where it's going to go. It's just how it is. It's not really a negotiation. This is where we're going. You're feeling good about it, and you're putting that communication forward. It's not happening today, but a couple weeks, couple months down the road, This is where it's going to go. Okay. You're very well aware of this, I feel. When you bring that communication forth, I don't feel like this is a shock at all for you. The Nine of Swords shows up on the other side, and it's connected with this person. I know that could be an earth person, but it's that energy. It's that type of energy you're dealing with. Let's do that. They do not like this. They do not like this. Anxiety, anxiety especially. I feel like they wish they saw something leading up to this moment, or they're kind of maybe questioning if they should have saw something leading up to this moment. They don't like where it is. They don't like what it's doing. They don't like this happening. Anxiety again. I don't get a very strong sense of regret. I get more anxiety and happiness with this. And I feel like they're not happy with what's about to happen here. You're giving them a heads up about where it's going. It's not happening today, but it is going to happen down the road. However far that's down the road for this situation for you. General reading, I feel like you know where it's going. Okay. You're giving them the heads up. You knew this was going to happen. You're not shocked at that reaction. Not at all. I don't feel like you're shocked at all. The situation itself, the Hanged Man with the healing, it's not meant to go forward now anyway. I don't feel like, I mean, if the possibility was there for it to move forward now, I don't think you'd stand in the way of that. But it's not really, it's not going to happen. It's just not. You're not expecting it to. You wouldn't stand in the way of it if it could, but it's just not going to happen. The Hanged Man is telling me the situation is staying the same for right now. But the Hanged Man is also a transition card. It's not going to stay this way forever. The healing with the Hanged Man is like people are getting time, especially this person you're dealing with, has the time to get used to it, to get comfortable with it, to just mull it over. The initial reaction is not good, but that's okay. There's time to get used to it. There's time to mull it over and think it through and feel it out. So I'm getting that this is actually, you're handling this very well. You're very aware of this person and how they need time to get used to it. You're bringing it forward. You're putting a very positive spin as much as you can to it. This is where it's going. You're giving the indication this is where it's going to go. Situation stays the same for right now. It gives this person, possibly people, time to get used to it, to heal, to mull it over, to deal with it. Okay, so where do we go next? I feel like this is the most important, so we'll start with this. Page of Cups. This is in the line with that Queen of Pentacle energy. It went from Queen of Pentacles to Nine of Swords, and now it's going, when this change actually happens, whatever this is, wherever this is going, when it does happen, when it happens, the page is telling me this is just trying to be okay with it, putting best foot forward, trying to get in line with the situation. Whoever this is, they're trying to get in line with it. They're doing their best. It's starting off as the page. The page is like, to me, a lot of times I think of this as like a 10 to 12-year-old, maybe a little older, but that's what I'm thinking of. Like, this is somebody who's not fully grown, not fully mature, pretty much a follower energy, a support energy. It's a good energy, but it's kind of in its developing stage. But this person is trying. They want to, if it's people, they want to go along with it. They want to be okay with it. They're trying to see that bright light. You, on the other hand, the Fool card with the Judgment. The Fool card is good because I feel like you're being very optimistic. You're like, this can work out. This can be great. It's moving forward. The Judgment is telling me, the Judgment card right there, it is going forward. Because I feel like part of you was kind of worried. You were kind of worried, like, maybe this could end up tanking if we really have a really strong level of resistance here. This could cause big problems. I do feel like that was a worry here. You're like, if there's a lot of resistance, there could be some big problems here. That didn't happen, is what I'm getting. People just kind of like went wrong with it. This person, whatever this Queen of Pentacle energy is for you, like, all right, it's going to go forward, trying to get along, trying to go with it. Judgment in your favor is because the Queen of Pentacle energy is definitely trying and going along with it and trying to make the best of it. The Fool card is telling me you're very optimistic of how far this is going to go, and that this is going to continue to get better and better and better. You're very optimistic. And I feel like that's good. I feel like that's warranted here, because the situation at this point, and as it keeps going forward, is the Four of Wands with the Harmony. This person that started off as the Queen of Pentacle energy that went into the Page of Cups wants this to get along, wants this to work out, is doing their best to accept it, and as time goes on, they're getting better and better with it. I get that they're very much connected to the situation. They're accepting it for what it is, and they're putting down new roots. Harmony is like they want to get along, you want to get along, you both still want to get along with each other. That has not changed. But I'm getting this is reconstituting as a new connection, a new contract, and this other person, the Queen of Pentacle person, is establishing a new contract, establishing new rules, but holding by these new rules. So I feel like this is not a shock to you, and I feel like you're fully aware. When this person is putting in their roots in the situation, you know, they're rooting themselves into the new part of the situation, those are roots that are going to hold strong and hold true. And I feel like you're very well aware of that. Because as they're getting their roots into it, you're like, all right, that's where that is. Okay, that's what they're going to hold to. You're very conscious of it, and it's making it easier for you because you know how they work. You're seeing those roots take hold, and you're like, well, that's a rule they're going to be sticking to. All right, I'll keep that in the back of my head. Oh, they're going to be holding to that too. I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. I feel like you seeing that and addressing that is also making this really work out great. That's why that Fool energy is actually flourishing, because you're very cognizant of how they're connecting to the situation, and that they're going to hold to it just as tight as they held to the other one. So, and I feel like you like that. You're just using that to your advantage. It's fine. This does feel like it's ending quite well. So it's ending well. I feel like we got there. Good? Good. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.